Hey everyone, Swamp Fox here. Let's go talk to that lantern dude and see. Oh boy. How far away is he? Very. Holy crap. And of course, I do not have a fast travel point anywhere near there. Well, screw that. Let's do out of date. Let me get rid of that waypoint. Can't be spawned
so
here.
Bright out now.
There's a couple zones that I've found that are like all fire or toxic, and you cannot go into them without like super maxed resistance, or you gonna die. Focus.
This is called suburbia, a place to get away from the city stink. Check out that plastic scrap over there.
Uh-oh.
Chop, chop.
Yeah, take that, chump. Do you have a trunk? No. Do you have a trunk? No.
Let's get that mount moving while the getting is good.
I'm working on it. Like, I know there was an apocalypse and everything, but these roads are pretty well maintained, I'm not gonna lie. Uh-oh.
There it is, the tree of life. The idea that all life is related by common descent, where the twigs are existing species and those produced in the past represent the succession of the extinct. The tree's great branches were once budding twigs, a connection between the past, present, and future. A representation of all extinct and living species with its ever-branching and beautiful ramifications. We are an evolution of those that came before.
Ah, yes. My moose butt.
Rubber scrap, great for when you need a bit of flex. It's
How can I
all
even
about
see?
destiny. Yours, mine, the entire world's. Wood scrap's great for building things.
Don't mind me. Just
Let's see.
draining the old lizard.
It's a place well hidden. It's just below the above.
Is there anything like neat around? Don't mind me, just gonna go through your stuff. This is where you live? This is kind of sad.
Out of Date's impressed you made it this far, but there's still so much left to do. The end of the world is still on everyone's minds. You've beaten a path where you have the power to destroy or save everyone. Question is, what you'll do with that responsibility. He can sense that your heart beats steadily and acknowledges that the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Thinks it's important that you remember who you are and where you came from. Someone without knowledge of their history and origin is like a tree without roots. What do you think his are? He's the one that's called Out of Date, remember? Out of Date says there's a time for everything. And now there's no use thinking of the past, for it's gone. Think of the present, because that's where you are. It's time to set your priorities as the one who completes things. If you continue to do good, good will follow you. If the world really does end, there won't be anywhere to run. So, he's prepared for the worst. Something he calls the Ark. He hopes you're right. He gets that you mean the journey continues either way, but personally he wants the tree to survive. Out of Date says there's no clear record of the chain of events that changed the course of history and brought the world to its knees. He's found evidence on the Ark, records of a crisis, decades of contamination that permeated the ground and broke its inner core. The contamination disrupted what we now know as Ki energy, the life force that runs through all things, living and inanimate. He's been told the blight affected everything at a genetic level and turned our perception of normality on its head. It was only those that changed that avoided extinction, proving that the possibility for survival and renewal was real. He understands you are curious about the ship at the foot of the tree. He says it surfaced when the oil broke through the ground.
Kim hobe be kuku ifad muk.
The Ark predates the back-in days, and now, after years of study of the manuals he found inside, he believes he's figured the ship out.
E baso to bubu koye.
The Ark has room for 4 more, and he trusts you'll apply wisdom to your compassion and choose whom to save if the world comes to end.
Tuluya, uto lula, kabobe farhi.
He'll keep the seats open, and you are free to invite up to 4 others to join you in the Ark, in the event of a cataclysm.
Ya yumawa, farfarito, tuka kubu.
Out of Date says that from what he's heard, you've been busy.
Bilia and tuf.
He says he appreciates what you've done so far, but unfortunately he's got urgent news from his friend Goop in the southeast.
Mauketo, tolu, ayadre, loma toaha.
Out of Date says that even though he's unsure about your intentions, he hopes you'll support Goop.
Mauya, mauketo, tolu, ayadre.
He says he'll point you in the right direction, but finding Goop and making sure he gets what he needs is up to you. That's the sound of impending doom. Out of Date's premonitions of imminent disaster are true. The Porky-Puff needs to be handled.
Porky Puff.
Upu far kubi.
Out of Date says that Goop is worried now that the Southeast World Eater is stepping up its activity.
Koye bun, tuvun bunun, yalawa watnawa.
He explains that Goop is working on a goo-gliding vessel in order to get to the World Eater, but needs help to get it done.
Potowata, tolua, lu, toluka.
Out of Date suggests that you should head southeast as fast as possible and see what you can do to help.
Kutuvun poputove.
He wonders what's on your mind.
Ayamu aya.
Seems surprised you have to go.
What do you mean? You just told me. No, I like the narrator commenting. You cannot even see my face. How do I find these other guys?